I'm not gonna lie. It's that fun.
Does it make a difference what date?
Also,
that's kind of sick for the background, isn't it?
Yeah,
that looks really cool. Oh, we're keeping that up.
We planned this.
That looks fucking sick on there. Yeah, that's staying up forever. That's fucking class.
Thank you.
Oh, that's really that's lovely. That.
Yeah, I don't lose.
What are we like?
Get the electric mayhem in.
To be fair, though.
I don't want to like, I don't want to sound like a bloody broken record, mate. But like, I feel like every time we do like, oh god, we're recording this podcast quite late.
Transmission. That original.
Or
record.
we've broken a new record this time. Fuck me, silly, we're doing this one early.
Yeah, that's on me though. I will.
Yeah, fuck you,
Sorry,
you silly dickhead. It's fucking.
It's like 9 o'clock, isn't it?
It's
20 past 9 on a Sunday. What's that about?
You right? Just a quick bit of like. I don't care if you lot give a shit.
We'll literally in a minute. Give us a second.
What's going on later?
So, what is with the day? Why can I only do
like the railway children?
So what's happened is because obviously you're working at 3:30 though, isn't it? Because you start later. Yeah. And I've got Wind in the Willows at 2 o'clock.
Oh shit.
So I was like, okay, so that's already like a bit of day we can't do. And bearing in mind that's fucking miles away, so I have to leave like half hour before. And parking shit. So usually, I find myself leaving like 45 minutes before because I'm like, they want us there quarter of an hour before. The parking at all of these places is mental. So that's quite annoying. And then someone who's in Wind in the Willows is directing the railway children with Helston. And it's his first ever time directing. So he was like, the more people I know, like, that I can have there, would make it better. Like, would make it, because he's obviously shitting himself, as you should be. Like, the first, directing on its own, I can imagine, is fucking stressful. Doing it for the first time, that must be fucking horrific. So I was like, come along to the launch night, see what's going on. And I was like, okay, this sounds actually quite, like, the way they're staging it, this sounds fucking great. And then, before I know it, the auditions are today. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. Because we had the launch night Friday. It was like, auditions on Sunday. And I was like, fucking alright.
Get out.
But then we're not performing till August.
No, that.
But then the script. There was something weird with the timetable, and I was like,
that's actually quite a good turnaround.
But then the script. There was something weird when the scripts come out, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna see what happens. But it's one of the times I'm very happy. So if he gives me a shit role, I'll go. Well, I'm not doing it because I'm not. Yeah. Especially when it's in like fucking Helston. Like
Helston's what, like half hour away?
It's to be fair, it's the same distance as Red Roof is for Wind in the Willows, but just the other way. So when you get up to that roundabout by the Shell garage, you go that way for Truro. If you're looking up this way, you go along that bit for Truro.
Geography.
Red Roof is straightforward.
Yeah.
For Helston, you have to go round to where the campus is, and then shoot off that way.
Yeah.
Like campus here, roundabout here, you have to shoot off that way. So
where does...
Same distance as Red Roof, just kind of the different way. And I'm like, okay, well...
Sorry, I'm just Google mapping my
But it's one of those things where I'm like, if I get a decent role, will I do it? Yes, because the way it's done sounds fun. And to be fair, it'll be nice...
Oh, so it's just further south?
Yeah. But like, it literally takes exactly the same time.
Obviously, because you're not just going to go north for fucking everything. There is still some fucking land down there, you silly dickhead.
It's on the way to Lizard.
Imagine living in fucking Mullion.
That's what I should have just said. It's on the way to Lizard.
Have I been to the Lizard?
I don't love the Lizard. What a fucking massive exaggeration for me to say.
I have no passion
I don't care about the Lizard. It could have rode tomorrow and I'd go, who gives a shit? Not me. But it's one of those things where if they give me a decent role, yes, I'll go and do it. It sounds fun. And to be fair, it'd be nice to do a play.
Oh, is it not a musical?
No, it's a play. Which I'm like, that's the other thing. I'm like, that's kind of cool.
Explain
a bit of a play.
Explain the Railway Children to me as a...
Okay, let me pretend I know it and have read the play. So, so as far as I know, there are 3 kids who are the Railway Children. And basically they live in London with their mum and dad. Their dad gets taken away. We don't know why at the time, but he gets taken away basically for money, financial
Is this a war thing?
No, it's like it's early 1901, I want to. Like, I think it's early as you can fucking get.
Weirdly, I had it in my head it was a war thing.
I assumed it was a war thing.
It's always a fucking war.
It's always a fucking war.
Oh, having 2 world wars
Stop
is a major
banging
part of
on
your
about
history.
it.
Jesus
God
Christ.
above, we
Veterans, fuck off.
Fuck yeah, because veterans are watching them. Can you imagine? Basically, right, so 3 kids live in London with their parents and loads of fucking servants because they're rich. The dad gets taken away for financially always being a bit of a dick reasons. The mum's like, well, shit, I don't have any, like, he was obviously in the money, it's the 1900s or misogyny. And then, so they go, right, we have to move to the countryside. Such an original idea for a plot, I know. Move to the countryside, and then they befriend some people, and one of them's like, oh, I love trains, me. And they move like to a small village with a lovely train station. Oh, I love trains, me. And then it all fucking goes P-Tong. I don't really know why. I haven't read it. That's all I know. What is cool about it, though, because originally I was like, doesn't sound like there's many roles for anyone above the age of 13. If it centres around 3 children. So, and I'm not playing the father. Like, it's that awkward thing where I can't play the father, I can't play the kids. Who am I going to be then? There's this one like station porter who's quite cool. Like he'll do, and he's from Yorkshire, so I'm like, that's a lovely little Yorkshire accent. Love that. But then Harry was like, "Oh, what I want to do," and I'm in 2 minds. You're going to see how the auditions go, but I'm very open to doing it in the Blood Brothers way. As a very who doesn't know, the Blood Brothers, the actors that play the kids in the first act are the same actors that play the kids in the second act when they're grown up, and they grow up at the end of this play. For the last half of the second act, they're adults.
Okay.
And you sort of reflecting back, and he was like, "I'm very open to doing this like Blood Brothers, where
and that
the
could
actors
mean
will
you
play
avoid
them through the
being
whole
a kid.
thing." And then I'm like, so I could, because that sounds quite fun to be like, oh, so I'd show this kid from the age of like 13 up to adult. That could be quite fun.
And also working with kids in general.
Where you got, that's where like chaperones
shiny.
get involved, and like it must just be an arse.
Hi,
Jesslyn.
Do you have shit you want to get off your chest?
We're talking about
crack it.
the railway children. Oh, get a thumbnail shot. We've got more of us in because that'll be mental.
It's like the fucking Oodie gang.
What expression?
Well, I think we all, every time Jess is in a thumbnail, we just start to bully her.
Actually,
I think so.
Should we look in trees?
3, 2, 1.
Banging.
I think I looked off into the middle distance to something.
Specifically the middle distance.
What do you want to add? Do you have, first of all, let's just tie up the railway children segment. I don't want to work with children, so I think that'd be a great idea.
I think that's a great way to do it. And it'd be fun to play. I get to do. I'm like one of the main characters. I'm sick.
Well, have you got any railway children thoughts before you add your own thoughts? We've got to tie up these segments nicely. This is the Mad Podcast.
Then we'll have to do the intro.
I saw it on
this fucking podcast.
I saw it on Facebook and I thought, wow, that looks really cool. I'd love to do that. And then I'm not doing it.
Pop's the audition today.
No, I've got things to do, bruv.
Don't pop to audition today then.
Do or don't.
So,
let's stop this awkward silence.
I was start a new segment. Is this still the intro?
No, I haven't done the intro yet, so I'm gonna.
So 8 minutes in. That's the longest preamble we've ever fucking done.
I'm gonna do the intro and then we can get back to it if you want.
Okay.
Intro! Hello and welcome to the Mediocre Best Podcast. My name's James, the nerdy Brit Skinner.
My name's Fraser Oliver.
My name's Jesslyn, Donny van der Beek Ori.
There's a throwback. I've got a Donny van der Beek, that's great.
Love that.
Hi Jess.
Hello, how are you?
Living the dream, obviously.
Are you delivering all of this to camera?
Yes, correct.
Sorry, we might need to keep these up because that makes for a fucking.
It's a lovely background. We were saying this. It's such a nice background.
We whacked it up from some cunt's birthday. I don't know who that kid is, but
But it looks fucking lovely, doesn't it?
It really
Adds
works.
A bit of je ne sais quoi.
This gaff is
Also,
actually kind of tidy.
I hate to be that cunt, but in terms of YouTube thumbnails, we've got like every colour under the sun.
Oh, we are going to attract some bollocks.
Red and yellow do class in a thumbnail. We've got fucking all of them, so we can't go wrong.
I feel like my head's covering the purple. We need a
bit
bit more
purple this side.
Sorry, the purple is not committing on either end.
Do better.
Also, how much fucking toothpaste do we need in the middle?
That is a lot of fucking Aquafresh.
Anyway, boss.
I don't know why I chose Aquafresh.
What can we do for you? Honestly, we still need half hour of content. So
Okay, so basically.
Oh, she's settling in.
So I'm on Spotlight.
Okay.
For people who don't know, Spotlight is basically like the actor's version of Indeed.
It does, right? Yeah. It kind of is, to be fair.
Yeah, this like
Such a good.
This like new musical thing like reached out, was like, hey, we saw you, please audition. So like I did, and then they asked me to do another one, and this time they want me to sing a song, and it's like a
What are you gonna sing? Piano Man?
Punk rock kind of vibe. So
Talk about rock.
I suggested some sick ideas.
No,
Go on, let's hear your ideas.
Okay, right. So first of all, I said Rattling Bog, and she decided no to that. And then I said, you banged out A Million Dreams before.
Do that. That's not bad.
And she said no.
No. So what I've done is I've googled what people have auditioned with for Six, because that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting.
Okay, yeah, no, I get a similar genre. I get that.
So I think I'm gonna sing Wings by Little Mix.
How does that go?
Good gig.
I don't think I could name you one Little Mix song that isn't Black Magic.
These wings
are
are made to fly.
Okay, do
that one.
Oh, geez, sorry, we're not going to sing anymore. That might get a copyright strike.
No,
accurate.
Comment down below if you think that's a good idea.
Go on, Katie.
I'm filming it later anyway, so it doesn't
this
matter.
podcast will. I've got work, and this podcast probably won't be out actually today.
And I mean, the people that will be giving you advice will be Matt Noble, Katie Shepherd, or Sam Willison. So unless any of those three you think are going to give you a banger, which, to be fair...
Producer Sam.
I
would trust Sam with a lot. I would trust Sam to be my agent.
Yeah, I kind of want Sam to be like my PA, manager. He'd be great.
He's got a beard.
Does he?
I think so.
What are you talking about?
I swear I saw him the other day with a beard. Anyway.
Let us know, Sam.
Bye.
Wait, but that's all you.
I need to go have a shower.
Fair enough.
Can you ask us a really can you get the next segment?
Give us
going?
Okay. Can you guys play the 21 game?
Yeah, all right.
You can do. Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah. And you have to get Fraser to figure out how.
Okay.
Okay.
1,
2, 3,
4,
5, 6,
7, 8,
9,
10, 11, 12,
13,
14, 15, 16,
17,
18, 19, 20.
21. You got me.
Would you like to go again?
Sure, yeah. 1, 2,
3, 4,
5, 6, 7,
8,
9, 10,
11, 12,
13,
14, 15, 16,
17,
18, 19, 20.
21. You got me.
You actually said 4 numbers, James, not 3.
When?
14, 15, 16. Oh no.
You said 4 numbers, not 3. Proceeds to list 3 numbers. Did you get confused because they're like 2 numbers together?
You're like a prick, so you keep losing.
I really don't. I'm not bothered.
It's 21.
It's the numbers game.
It's 21s, not the Oscars.
That I would be seething.
Thanks.
Should have got an Oscar for Genesis.
I might should insert the entirety of Genesis at that point.
Can you imagine? That's what makes up the rest of this podcast, is the entirety of the Genesis.
Just
film.
Genesis on a loop.
Sam loves that.
Should we put Genesis on a loop for the rest of the
Wait, what have we done? We've done 13 minutes. How long's Genesis?
Like 2-3 minutes?
There would have to be so much Genesis to
You would
make
be
up
playing
like 40 minutes.
We'd be playing Genesis about like 12 times. People wouldn't sit through that. We'd lose all our attention.
Oh yeah, all the class.
What retention?
What are we talking about? What retention have we fucking got?
Look, it was a great performance, man.
I really enjoyed it, to be fair. It's one of the prime examples of why we probably shouldn't ever be on set together, though, where it's just us two.
Yeah.
Because not only were we on set, and that's the first time we've been on set together. Not only was it the first time we were on set together, it was a 2-man film,
and
there was so many unusable takes.
And obviously, we got on really well with Sam. There was a quick vibe with a lot of the other people on the set that day. It was just nice.
The problem was because we were shut away from any sort of daylight. I had no idea what
Delirious.
time it was, what was going on. It could have been a blizzard, and I wouldn't have known. So we were and it was dark most of the time because we had like cool little lighting effects going on. So it was quite dark most of the time. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
To be fair, I love not that it's happened like to the extent I know Sam. This hasn't happened where I like really know like the people making a film. Obviously, I've known people on set, but like I've never known a person like Sam on set to the point where I'm doing we're both in another film for Sam, and he told me which day I'm doing my section on, and I literally texted him saying, that's the day after my assessment. Because we'd had a couple of bits of back and forth. I tried to say, can I do early in the week? He said, like, unfortunately not. So I literally said to him, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Not gonna lie, I will be focusing on my assessment, therefore the lines might be a bit shit and we might just have to muddle through on the day. And he was like, yeah. So I'm just like, when working with your friends, you can get away with murder.
It's the thing, I was like, the week we're filming this thing for Sam is the week I've got Wind in the Willows. So I was like, basically, Monday, Tuesday I can do. The Friday, Saturday I got my assessment. I don't know what time. It could be on Thursday I got mine, because it's Thursday, Friday our assessments. It could be either day, I don't know. Saturday I cannot do because I've got a matinee. So Saturday we open at 2:30, which means I've got to be there by like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Unless you want to get it filmed at fucking like 8, 9 in the morning. It's going to have to be Monday, Tuesday. Could be Friday if I have my assessment Thursday. Like,
so I'm kind of hoping assessment Thursday.
That's what I'm hoping for.
And then I actually, because like, not gonna lie, I don't hence why I try to organise it, not only for them, but also for me. Like, I don't really fancy coming to set not fully knowing my lines, but
in terms of, and this isn't saying scripts I've worked on have been particularly shit, but in terms of like short film, TV episodes, whatever you want to say, screen stuff I've done at uni, this is one of my favourite scripts.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's
so
again, I'm not going to name
funny.
names, but some scripts have gone, oh, it's a comedy, and I've read it and gone, it's not. I know, it's just not. This, it's a pilot episode for a sitcom, and I was like, okay, sitcoms need to be funny. Did the read through, I thought, that is one of the funniest scripts I've seen at uni. That was genuinely, and it's not like lowest hanging fruit stuff, like the comedy is very good. And I'm actually excited to see this film, this episode come together.
I think what it as a script, what it's done so well is it's found the perfect balance between like grounded and absurdist.
Yeah,
it's worked out how far it can push it before it becomes a piss take.
Yeah, and it's done a balance of characters as well. Like, you look at some of the characters, you go, that could be a person you feasibly know. There's something like this, that would not happen. But that's why it works. So I'm very excited to see it.
It will be a very good film.
They were like, oh, we want to make this into like, because it's a pilot for a TV show. They're like, we want to do more episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes. If you recast me, I'm going to be seething.
I'm like, bro.
Like, wherever I am, I will come down for like a week to shoot some stuff. Like,
in the end of my scene in the script, there's a proper like revenge arc promised, and I'm like, boys, no one is completing this revenge arc but me. This is my fucking role.
I play the director of like this show. It's called FML. That's, first of all, that name on its own. I was like, Friday Morning Live, love that. FML, love it. I'm the director of FML. I'm like, I want to be in the scene with at least everyone.
Yeah.
Like, why am I not behind the camera when you're having a go? That would be great fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I just want to be in a scene with as many people as possible.
Can you shower quieter?
But yeah, no, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be a decent giggle. Am I doing any more films?
I was thinking that. Is that the last?
No, I'm doing the act.
Oh yeah, how's that going?
Get to die.
You love dying, don't you? You're such a big...
How many projects have I died in?
I feel like you've died in quite a few.
Like Radio Truth, Genesis...
What was one you did on the cliff? Did you die at that?
No, I was going to kill myself.
Oh, so you were going to die?
And that was just on set.
That was because it was fucking Baltic.
Well, obviously the axe now. I've actually done that many... Oh, Omens,
Death And then how many films have you not died in? That's the, like... Because what's that, 6 films you've died in?
I can count 4 off the top of my head. A couple of like brutal murder scenes in there, actually. A couple of off-screen ones. They're fucking pussies. Just kill me on screen. Let me do some like...
Well, your Genesis one was technically off-screen, so I just sort of clicked my fingers and get fucked off, and I was like, see ya.
I tried to give Sam takes where I would just scream manically, and I was hoping he could do it after.
Still, nothing was funnier than when we just all calmed down from having, like... I had the giggles so bad. We'd all calmed down. We goes through a shot, and we just hear Sam go, Oh, cock. Because the way we had it is there was like a projection behind us, and the laptop just like, because obviously we hadn't touched it while, it just went off, and he goes, action. Ah, cock. And yeah, that was us gone for another 20 minutes.
Do you know what it kept reminding me of? Like literally on set, like, it kept reminding me of a Ricky Gervais blooper reel where because he just casts all his friends.
Yeah.
And therefore his sets, he's just vibing and pretty much laughing at the end or like during like every take. And I'm just like, right, if I could just
That's
be
how
like,
it should be.
If I could be on like a long running TV show where you're just making it with your friends and just like, obviously, you know, getting the shit done, just having a piss about.
So much fun.
Elite.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to write a TV show and then just
shit.
cast the boys in
We
it.
need to do tapped.
It would so
God,
funny.
it would be so good. Like,
so funny.
it's not even a bit anymore. It would actually be unreal.
Yeah, we'll get drafts going.
Oh my god.
Sam!
Oh my god, yeah, get Sam on board. We need a director and producer and everything else. God, I don't know what I fucking do.
Oh,
I kind of want to direct it, to be fair.
Yeah.
At least have a hand in the, like,
yeah.
If we've written it, I'm like...
If I've written it, I'm like, look, what I'd do if I was... Because obviously, if I was a director, I'd be coming at it from directing the actors kind of way. And also, you know, having some input on, like, shots and shit. But what I'd be doing was like, right... I'd want a cinematographer who can prove they really know their shit.
Well, that's the thing. I always find this weird when directors focus more on like the shots. I'm like, but you've got a DOP.
Yeah.
They're director of photography. That's literally why they're here. Like, you shouldn't be directing the photography as much as you should the actors. Like, obviously you have an input, but you've got a DOP to do that for you. So I don't understand why you are like more interested in the shots than you are us.
But like, look, if I can get a good DOP who I trust, obviously I can, you know, check over their stuff. But like, if I could trust what they're doing and then just focus on like how I'd want like scenes play out, then make the pilot, get into that when it's fine. We got the next Baby Reindeer.
I still haven't seen that. What is Baby Reindeer?
So as far as I can tell,
and Matthew Steve was like, I fucking love Baby Reindeer.
Oh,
and I was like,
he goes through phases where he just mentions TV shows and go, oh yeah,
someone mentioned it to him at the audition because they were like, oh, what do you think? He was like, what do you think of the thing, of the script? And they were like, oh, I think I find it really interesting. I think it's similar to Baby Reindeer. They went, oh, I love Baby Reindeer. And then they just spoke about Baby Reindeer for like 10 minutes, and I was like, what the fuck is Baby Reindeer? Am I missing something?
It's like a stalker thing. It's a bit weird because it's like the bloke who is the lead actor in it also wrote it, and it's also based off his real life experience,
right?
Which already makes me feel a little bit like on the one hand, I'm like, and I probably need to see this to like have any form of opinion on it, really. But this is what the Mad Podcast is for.
I like judging things before I know anything about them.
Like, on the one hand, telling this kind of story, because people say it's really good, and that's probably one of the reasons for that. It's probably because it like has like a real world experience of how this feels, and therefore, you know, if you're a good writer, you can then put that onto the page.
That well.
Obviously, then the other side of that is like now people involved in like speculation of like who's the real stalker in the real life, and other people who have done shitty things, and now because it's a real world story that's now been semi-dramatized, it's now having real world implications, and I do want to watch it because it also makes me laugh though because the person who plays the stalker in it, the only thing I've ever seen her do was explode into about 8 different adipose. Because, you know, in Doctor Who Season 4 opener, in the adipose one, where she's taking the fucking pills, and then there's just this woman in the bathroom, and then it just goes up to the toilet, and she just
and she's the stalker.
And bear in mind, she's getting like great reviews for the show, and all I know I do is just go in, oh,
and then
properly. Now, all I want to do now is just watch that adipose episode and go, are you actually a good actress, or have you now been given a good role?
Oh my god, we had a party on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. And we were having some pre-drinks and we watched Always Sunny. And we were like, is Danny DeVito a good actor, or is he just playing Danny DeVito? And then we went through and we're like, right, let's name some Danny DeVito projects. And we were like, right, obviously Always Sunny. I don't think he's playing a character in Always Sunny. Like, I think obviously he is doing it, but I'm like, there's not much, like...
But I think you get to a point where... I think, because I've seen Danny DeVito in interviews, and he is a lot chiller.
Oh, yeah.
So
I guess, so is the question, is he just playing the public version of Danny DeVito?
Yeah.
Is he playing a character, but the character is just Danny DeVito? Like, he's playing himself, just heightened. Like, there's never a character there as much as it's just an over-the-top version of himself.
Because you could argue, it's about what's in, like, he's doing, like, for example, like, much wilder, wackier things than Always Sunny. But then you'd argue, is he a character doing what's in the script, and therefore some situations are more heightened than others, and he's still just playing this character just at slightly higher or lesser versions.
There was someone else who said, are they a good actor? I can't remember.
There are a couple of lines that Dee said that I was like, Caitlin, come on.
I know you're better than that, so come on.
You better than that. I rate Caitlin.
Yeah, but there are some episodes I'm like, oh, you could do better.
What? Right? How would you rank the 5 main Always Sunny characters in terms of like the ones you enjoy most to least?
I think for me, top has to be Charlie. Mm-hmm. I just love what gets me right is the outbursts.
Yeah,
like he could go from 0 to 100, and his scream is so like he just keeps getting higher. There was someone we were watching. I was like, they just keep getting higher and higher in their register. Oh my god, it's Ricky Gervais. I was watching. I was watching Night at the Museum because it's a class film.
What film?
And obviously he plays the museum director in that. And I was like, he gets angry and it just goes higher and higher and higher until you can barely hear him. And it's the same with Charlie Day, and I'm like, I love Charlie Day. For me, it would I forgot about. Okay, so for me, it would go Charlie, Dennis. I like Mac.
He's the worst out of the core 3.
Yeah. If you're talking Charlie, Mac, Dennis,
I want to be controversial there and go Frank D.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah. I think Charlie has to be. Charlie and Dennis, between episode to episode, could change for me. Like there are some episodes I'm like, Dennis, that was so just amazing.
I think the debate, well, not debate,
no one
is it's Charlie is number 1 overall. I think Dennis gets the best moments. I think Dennis gets moments where it's like, well that's just hilarious.
Yeah.
You're a very
it's definitely, those two definitely carry like the comedy elements of that show. Especially, I love the podcast. I've not listened in a while because I stopped listening quite a while ago, and then they were like,
yeah, we got kind of the vibe I got from the podcast was they were going on a break. I presumed it was because of the SAG strikes.
Yeah,
because that seemed to be the rough time.
Yeah,
and then they haven't continued it. Then again, sometimes I'm like, well, they're being forced at gunpoint to do this podcast because they have fun. But
I only really listened to the episodes I wanted to like. It had to be an episode that I wanted to listen. I wasn't like every time I was like, yeah, I'm there. It was like
I started going through and listening to them all because it's just because I started to realise very quickly, even if unless it's like some. I think it was for the musical episode they brought Lin-Manuel Miranda in.
That was...
Unless it's like they've brought specific guests to talk about a specific episode, even if they've done a podcast about an episode, they don't actually talk about the episode that much.
That's true.
Like, you don't actually have to have watched that episode recently to really understand the plot.
Had Danny DeVito on.
I don't think I've
and
actually listened
first, 20 minutes is Charlie just on the phone to Danny DeVito telling him how to find the studio. And Danny's like, I don't know where I'm going. And Charlie's like, it's just, I literally sent you the directions, just open Google Maps. And I think he literally goes, fuck Google Maps, I use my eyes. And it's like, it's not fucking work, does it, Danny? Because you don't know where you are. Like, that's the first 20 minutes, is just them trying to get Danny to the studio.
Sounds like this podcast, if we had a random location. Look, I I am gonna drag this dead body to 100 episodes and 100 subscribers if it fucking kills me. I will drag.
It is a principle of the thing now. I'm like, it's getting to 100 videos. It's getting to 100 fucking subscribers.
I was just like, right, will that timing work out? And I was like, you know what? I think it did, and that's gonna make for the smoothest edit.
Criminal.
Don't need to stop. She's a
Wait,
smooth
so what episode is this?
operator.
It's 84? No, it's 85.
What the shit?
Oh shit, fuck. Also, should we have a look at some analytics? I feel like that's a good way to depress us a bit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Have you seen my new logo, by the way?
Yeah, man.
So
I was like, fucking hell, his noggin's right there.
I was like, I don't look very... Thing, I might just keep getting closer to the camera. Because the last one, I was like, you could see my fucking... You could see to, like, here. And I was like, maybe every time I update it, I just get closer and closer to the camera.
Can we get a nostril?
Just one of my flared nostrils.
One singular...
Okay, so last episode, 5 of 10. 23.
Already?
Yeah.
I'll be uploading that like a few days ago, mate.
Yeah, it's alright. We've got loads of comments to go through. Should we read?
Oh yeah, no, let's
go through the comments we have. Oh, there's fucking hundreds!
Right, go through the most old.
Okay.
And let's see if let's play a game and let's figure out the context of these comments.
So, Sam Wollaston.
Okay. How many months ago?
6 months ago. Comments, are you learning your harmony lines? Jess comments, more about noble content, please.
Of course.
This was on our wavelength episode, so that was 6 months ago. Sam says, fun game. Katie comments, whale, which I assume was a comment something will happen.
Well, we probably asked them to comment that, but we never check up.
And Katie would love to sit in part 2.
Katie would love to be on the podcast.
Katie would love to be on.
Which we need to sort out. I'm so sorry, Katie.
Jess says, I do love a fox's cream. Which out of context sounds bad, but you know. Sure.
I love gum jokes.
This was our... Oh, God, this shows how bad it was. So... Shitting hell. So, 5 months ago, there was a podcast... and then there were 3. So, I think when you'd gone, and it was 11 days ago, is then the next comments. And that was Sam Wollaston, Epic Return Boys. And that was it.
Sick.
So, that was 5 months to 11 days.
Brilliant. Good.
Well on us. Sam commented Pepsi Max Tower. So that means he gets a...
What did he get?
Pepsi Max card, I think.
Oh.
But then Katie also commented it, and I'm like, I don't know how to find out the first person that did that, so...
Can't.
That's so funny,
I'll work out
I was just about to read. I can't help but wondering if your stomach pain has anything to do with the Himalayan salt, and then you're...
Wait, who commented that?
Matt Noble. Remember the party you came
it was
so funny.
We did the party and he right, because I've been eating Himalayan salt for like...
You fucking love your Himalayan salt.
I've been whacking that in my food for about a month now. Yeah, it's and to be fair, it's gone now. I was being a little pussy bitch.
Okay, so you're not...
So cool.
You don't need your... I'm so cool. No. You don't need your appendix out. You're all...
What? Right.
You're all good.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, not gonna lie. I get a pain in that place every, I'd say every other month.
That's not good.
So maybe I probably should go get that checked out.
Good.
So maybe my appendix is slowly dying.
Right, so James.
Or maybe it's just gallbladder.
We are on episode... This is episode 87 we're filming now.
So that's 13 episodes. 40 more of this shit.
So 13 episodes after this. We're on 94 subscribers. So 6 more subscribers.
Boys, you're not watching this if you hit subscribe. So I was going to appeal, but
then how have we... But we are gaining subscribers. So how are we... Because no one is just watching this on their fucking recommended going, that looks like a bit of me.
I think it's just the 3 reaction videos we do. Why didn't we just become a reaction channel?
Should we see?
Should
we have a look?
We could have just banged some views off some easy reaction.
I don't think we keep saying we're going to do it, and then we just...
We're not.
Just fucking not. Right.
I reckon when uni's over, we'll bring back Mad Goals and shit.
It's on 6,000, James.
How many total channel views do we have?
Do you really want to know?
I do, yeah. I want to know what percentage of that is. Bear in mind, we've produced fucking 86 podcasts. Yet one video is probably going to have outdone more.
We've got 11,000 channel views. Well, 11,000 800 channel views.
So that
6,000
one video has more than every podcast.
Right, where's the Plymouth vlog?
Plymouth vlog. Go watch the Plymouth vlogs. It's fucking shit.
We need to do
Sick.
We need to do some more map goes.
Yeah,
let us know where you think we should go for map.
I reckon we should double the amount we have right now.
Well, because we said, how many have we done?
3.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, St Austell was a bit shit. St Austell wasn't great, but I think St Ives was the best one.
I don't know. I can't. I think St Ives had some magic to it.
St Austell had
was Plymouth a bit of a tighter video. I think the problem we had with St Ives was like we filmed so much and like all of it felt like good stuff. But I don't know if it ended up just too long.
How long was St Ives? Because we also were aiming for like 10, 15... What did we say?
Like a 10-minute banger, I've always wanted.
So St Austell was 5 minutes. So I think for that we thought we'd filmed loads.
And we just hadn't.
They were like, we'd filmed nothing. St Ives was 14 minutes.
Yeah.
So on the longer end. Plymouth, I just...
About 10, I reckon?
Plymouth doesn't exist, apparently.
St Ives was better...
13 Plymouth.
Okay.
So in between.
Maybe I'm just chatting shit then. Maybe 13 is just the right amount.
But we do need to do... We want to do... So obviously, we spoke about this before. We did do the Camborne one, but so we were going to do the Camborne. We were going to do Camborne, but it was raining, and we thought we don't want to get our cameras wet. And then walking around Camborne, we realised it's Camborne. There's not a lot to like. If we had filmed, I'm not sure how much there would have been. But I'm thinking, wow, I'm trying to think. Truro's the easy one. I think Truro is literally 10 minutes. 15 minutes.
There are 4 names of like vaguely interesting places that I feel like we could actually genuinely get alright videos on.
Truro?
Truro.
Red Roof even, because we've been to Red Roof as a group and it wasn't bad.
Red Roof could work, so now 5 I'm thinking. And again, I think we could genuinely get a Falmouth one out. The only thing is, if I'm honest, I'm like, look, if we'd already done all the other ones and then we're like, fuck it, let's do some more, maybe. I'm not sure I can be asked to have cameras out when people might spot us knowing us, I can't lie.
Penzance
I was thinking could work.
That'd be good.
Newquay
would be outrageous. I just want that cream tea again from Newquay because that was so good.
Aquarium!
Oh, the aquarium, yeah.
Where's there an aquarium?
Newquay.
It's a fucking...
Newquay, yeah.
Pulls a zoo, mate.
It is also a zoo.
Zoo and an aquarium?
Yeah. They're fucking greedy down at Newquay.
Shit, mate.
Up at Newquay. They're not down. Fucking twat. So Mabgo's going back.
Yeah, Mabgo will come back when I can be bothered.
So yeah, because uni ends in like 3 weeks.
I need to Have you started on your website?
No, fuck. I need to.
Do you know what scares me? Is that right? I feel like I know roughly what I'm doing. I feel like I can just like type out some bollocks. Yeah. It's the fucking like formatting and shit. I don't know what.
And the annotator, annotator. Chose yellow because it's class.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't fucking know.
Fucking hate it.
But basically, we finish uni in like 3 weeks, and then we don't graduate until end of July. So I'm like, we've got 2 months to just
fucking
do shit. So I think we do some more Mab videos.
Yeah, we'll sort that.
We'll do some more Mab goes.
Hopefully.
Of course we will.
We'll
want to go on days out. Yeah. And if we go on days out, we'll go, let's just bring the camera. Also, we'll do Mab do / shag, whatever we called it.
Mab go do.
Because they were quite fun. Just random shit.
I was thinking, first things first. Building that fucking fire pit is an easy ass video.
Well, I was just going to say, what we need to do is a podcast by the fire. But we can build it at the start. Like, we can have a whole little montage of building it, like a little time-lapse number, and then do a podcast with a fire. With some drinks. I think that would be close.
That'd be sick.
I can't wait to put that fire pit on.
Oh, I'm stressed about it. That's that.
It'll be alright. I think it will just be a simple screwing on a couple of fucking legs.
Do I have a screwdriver?
I do. If not, it might just be a fucking like twisty.
Hopefully.
The less admin, the better. But I'm excited nonetheless. With a little grill, we're going to have a barbecue.
My knuckle is fucking spasming, mate.
That's not good. We'll have to have a barbecue on it though.
Oh.
It's got a fucking grill number, that's sick.
Oh, I love
little
all those carcinogens.
Oh, we can do that while we... Oh, little boyegas. Oh.
I'm really hungry now.
I thought you were going to say really hard then.
My right. All I'm gonna say is my body's going through quite a lot of emotions, like fucking head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head tired, shoulder, my knuckles having a spasm. That's basically there.
Yeah.
Knees.
Always.
And in my arse, like I need a shit.
Yeah.
And at my morning shit. Yeah.
And that's
building. And toes. My toes really need some calories.
That's true. Specifically your toes.
It's in my toes. Eyes, tiredness.
Ears,
tetanus. Mouth keeps talking on a stupid podcast. Nose. Still recovering from last week's cold, so I can still not really smelling shit.
and the nose.
And someone
Lobbing a trainer.
jokingly threw a trainer at my nose because I said
Probably said something cunty.
No things like, you know when you say something and you're and you know like you're all having fun, you make a like
Right when there was alcohol being had. So
yeah, you make a funny joke that you know you're like this isn't meant to be insulting at all. It's just a nice little zing. Train gets thrown at your nose, and your nose decides, hey, you know how you occasionally have nosebleeds? You fancy another nosebleed, boss? To which I go, no, but you're going to give me one anyway. And he goes, yeah.
That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
So thank you, Knos.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
When do you have to be at your team?
Maybe like 50 minutes.
I don't want to have to keep you longer than you.
I mean,
I'm
so annoyed that I'm doing it in 2 fucking bursts. Have I told you this? So, I originally wanted to audition for the station porter. Because I was like, that seems to be the only character really I think I could do. Harry, the director, then gets back to me and is like, oh, we'd like you to read for Peter, so it's 2 girls and a boy, the kids. He was like, I'd like to read for Peter, because I wouldn't mind doing it in like a Blood Brothers way. And I was like, I'll read for Peter. Sure, why not? And then we get the audition schedule. So at 10:50 till 11, I'm reading my Perks scene with. So the scene is me. His name is Mr. Perks. The station porter guy. And I was like, okay, so it's me, someone playing Mrs. Perks, and then one of the kids are in the scene. So I was like, okay, do that. I'll do that twice with a different kid each time. And I was like, okay, where are my Peter scenes? 11:45 till 12:30. So I've got 45 minutes between each. And I'm like, I'm just going to go somewhere and find some scram.
Fair.
Because the place we're auditioning is on like Helston, like High Street. So I'm like, there'll be some scram somewhere. I'll just go grab something and sit in my car. It's kind of annoying, but I'm like, sure, we'll just go for it. But I'm very ready to say that role is not for me. I'm not travelling to Helston twice a week for that. Sorry, boss. But I have realised if I do get this and I do it, there will not have been a time where I have not been doing a show since Joseph.
Which, yeah.
Because I went Joseph,
Panto,
Wind in the Willows, potentially straight into this.
Was there any time between Panto and Wind in the Willows?
I think there was like a week and a bit. But even then, in that week, I was like getting ready for Wind in the Willows. So I'm like, there will be, and then honestly, once I perform this like late August, if I do it, and then very soon after that, FTC will start auditioning for their show, and I'm like, I'm not well. I say I'm not doing that. If it's a shit and I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
If they go, oh, we're doing Guys and Dolls, I'll go, fuck off. No one cares about that anymore. They just don't. Like, I get it. You want to do some nice traditional shows. No one cares.
I'm not sure how much Flo's told you, but I ran into Gavin and got some goss.
Yeah. Me and Flo, because obviously with Willows we have a lot. And I'm just
there's beef.
Apparently it's not great. And I'm like, well,
I think for me,
it's never going to work, was it?
Because I did the Joseph up to Panto period, plus an entire production of School of Rock, plus rehearsing for a play, which I'm still doing eventually.
At some point. When is that meant to happen?
End of July.
Oh, cool. When do you start rehearsing for that?
I think after Faustus we're picking it back
up.
Yeah,
sure.
I believe the plan. So I was kind of like, I was kind of like feeling the opposite, where I was like, bro, unless the right thing comes along, I need to step away from Amdram for a bit. I think I understand for you as well, if like living in Cornwall, wanting to make a couple of inroads in Amdram, like I have no like any at this point. well, and this was probably the case 6 months ago, anyone I decide to work with, I'm probably not working with them again, so I'm not going to, work with someone just to maybe do something better on the next one. So therefore, I'm like, unless something I'm really passionate about comes along, I'm kind of alright.
Yeah.
I'm kind of chilling. I enjoyed the Amdram phase, but I'm kind of chilling.
Yeah.
I think the next time I'll properly get into Amdram is I'll probably see what the London scene is like. The battery's dying.
I need to sort
my IBS is about to pop.
Right, well...
Do I end every episode really needing shit?
Yeah. I feel like you do.
Because actually...
I run.
I'll leave you still with the cat.
See you, love.
Yeah, now I'm going to put my fucking pants.
James is off to shit himself. Watch the Plymouth vlog, dickheads.